Hello everyone, it is John. After great demand, well, I'm going to say it's great demand, here is the second take on Warhammer Fantasy Battle Rules, second edition. Yes, I'm not doing it by a one-handed video job. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Anyway, let us go and have a look at what I have to say in the rest of my video. Right, I'm going to give this a try and see if I'm any more successful. Let's hope it does work. This is Warhammer Fantasy Battle Rules. This is my second take. I had one of my viewers not like my dodgy one-handed camera antics. And look, I'm an enthusiast. I'm not a professional. So let's hope that this works better. So I'm actually off to the side of the camera. I don't have a drop-down display. I'm going to investigate that. But as a penniless pensioner, I have to make do. I've actually got my camera all taped up. Well, not camera, my phone actually is got one of those old cheapy strap-on, I suppose. Oh geez, that doesn't sound very good, does it? It sounds more like a sex aid of some sort, doesn't it? No, it's one of those old devices that you'd get from one of those dollar shops. We've got Daiso here in Australia, which is like the 100 yen shops, and they had a one of those display stands that you could prop your phone up on. That anyway, what it is anyway, I've got it all strapped up to an old video recorder stand tripod. So I'm hoping that this will work out. Now I've used it before on other displays, and look, I'm waffling, aren't I? Look, let's get on with it and not bore you with the details. Hopefully this will work, and hopefully the person who made the comment, I hope that they'll be happy with this. So yeah, look, I guess maybe it's just me being lazy. Perhaps it is, but look, here we go. Hopefully you'll not have too much of me sticking my hands over everything and shadows. But look, here we go. This is the box set. So as you can see, this was what, look, as I said, you're going to get up and get, people will probably get upset now because of the way that this is. But look, there's the, so that's the box as it is. So you're not going to get any close-ups due to the fact that if I try to do close-ups, I'm going to lose everything. So look, there you go. That is the front of the box, the back of the box. And it says that the contents are, book 1 is the combat book. There you go, that's the combat book. Combat book. Next was the battle magic. There we go, there's the battle magic. Third one is the battle bestiary. There is the battle bestiary. That's the battle bestiary. Then you had a play sheet, which is this play sheet, which had the battle sheet on the back as well. Then there was the magnificent Sven, which actually is inside one of the books. Then there was a card character sheet, which is this. It's lovely. Lovely colour. I don't have a problem with the standees. I know some people do, but look, this was the 80s, and we were a very happy people that were happy with lots of things. We're not like the spoilt people of this age who have to have miniatures or all sorts of other things to pacify themselves. Yes, we don't need a dummy to be happy. And we also got this within, which was the official Warhammer amendments. So they must have had this already printed at the time, so they must have already found out that, oops, or perhaps this edition may have been printed later than the first one. Who knows? I cannot tell you, except that this is the 1984 release. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm rather happy. You've got Slan, dwarves, wizards, peasants. Yes, and look, you've even got some that you can colour in by the looks. So yeah, looking good. And you've got the standard charts that we come to know as the editions continue to expand. Now, this is the combat book, and as you can tell, now I'm just going to step out from a minute, come around to this side, and just show that the so you had the basic rules. As you can see, the artwork is, for the time, is just beautiful. Now we don't seem to get that artwork in many respects. So the characteristics, placing the scenery, so the turn sequence, the movement, so formations, a lot of them, a lot more, I suppose, detail or intricacy in some regards, but not really. The effect of wounds, we had combat, the charts of the that are fairly standard throughout now are there, the wound charts, routes and rallying, psychology, which is always a lot of fun. Was stupidity was always so entertaining, and of course they took a lot of that out with I think the current editions. I'm not too sure, I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. So, you know, and then we had the advanced rules, so we had point values, so what it cost you to build. So I'm reading this upside down, so I'm not doing a very good job perhaps. But then we had leaders and standards, what standards and musicians did. Champions and heroes. Again, the artwork is always nice. Was everything black and white? Skirmish formations. And the push. Buildings. What the effects of buildings were in the game. Fire, which was, once again, for the time, fire as a weapon wasn't really covered in a lot of rules. Then we had our stone throwers, our siege weapons. Chariots. Chariots really took off in 3rd ed. And then we had flying creatures, airborne attacks. You had different height levels. Then animosity. Alcoholism. That was interesting. Then you had expert rules. I can't remember what was in our expert rules. Fighting a champion. So that was what was in combat. Then we had the battle magic. So again, love the artwork. You know, you don't really get that much these days. Different style, different people, I suppose, with people's taste in artistry. And the wizards and necromancers, illusionists, and of course a lot of people, particularly when we get to 3rd, didn't like the randomness with how spells were chosen, and you could literally have a wizard with no useful spells at all, and that was quite correct. You could end up with some spells like water breathing, although that might be an exaggeration, but there were spells that were literally of no use whatsoever. So it was really, I think in some cases, a narrative campaign. It would be useful. Then we had the Magnificent Sven. So this was the scenario that they talked about. So there was your map, and then you had your narrative, which was really, I guess, how you were supposed to play your games in many respects. And it just really, I think, ballooned out into massive games, because as usual, nobody's happy just playing small skirmish games. Everybody wants to move up into huge battles and more miniatures. And of course, as a miniature company, you want to sell more product. And just look at where Games Workshop is today, isn't it? So, and then we've just got lots and lots of spells. Lovely artwork. Actually, that piece of artwork appears in one of the Warhammer Fantasy roleplay bits, I think, from memory. It's certainly a piece of art that's been used in a few books. But yeah, and then we've got rules, type of runes. Sorry, runes, not rules. See, this is it. I'm reading things upside down so that I can hopefully present this in a better light for people. And then we got the Battle Bestiary, which deals with our little beasts. So the known world. So this covers the old world. So as we knew it back then. So we've got timelines, and then we've got men and humanoids, and the stats as they were known back then. So we had leadership, cool, willpower, stats that have sort of all got merged, I think, as we started to progress along. So that is the way it has progressed. Again, the artwork, it's nice, black and white, it's crisp, it's clean. There's no ambiguity, I guess, as to what you are looking at. There's no lurking shadows to make you not be, I guess, unaware of what you're looking at. Yeah, at least that's what it is to me. So yeah, there you go. That's ethereal creatures, animals. These are what is this. And of course, the artwork is lovely. So there you go. That is Warhammer Fantasy Battle Rules. So, yes, this is the problem. Old man leaning over from too far away. So look, hopefully that might be a better presentation. If it is, look, let me know. I'll try to redo the first ed one again. We will see. We will see. So look, thank you very much for your time, and till next time, signing off, the Honourable John.